So visual effects has been around for the longest time. It starts off with just being basics of where we are using wires, or we're doing wire removal, or we're doing simple double rolls. But from those days, maybe about 20 years back when we started, to today, visual effects has grown in a very big way. The Indian film industry is growing and is starting to utilize visual effects in a bigger way than just in the background. It's now today we are very much a part of the initial script, and we are also part of the pre-production, and then we take it to post-production. So it's not something that just happens at the end, but we are end-to-end now working with filmmakers, with the directors, in trying to see how better we can make their storytelling and how we can contribute towards the actual narrative of the film rather than just augment it later on. So whether it is about doing the action stunts, or it is enhancing explosions, but we are also doing a lot of set builds, and where complete sets are created now on in the computer, and we also have a lot of CG characters that are now becoming part of the actual filmmaking. Prime Focus started in a garage 21 years back with just 4 guys, and today is a global organization with more than 7,000 to 8,000 people working on it. We started with doing just commercials, TV series, and then ventured into doing visual effects for the Indian film industry, and today are doing visual effects and 2D to 3D conversion for the global industry, for Hollywood, for India, and other industries. It's been a wonderful ride. We are now involved with filmmakers across the globe. We've done things like 2D to 3D conversion, which in the world was non-existent, and we've built a very successful business around it. And today we are working with double negative in across the globe on Hollywood feature films, in some of the biggest visual effects films that are being made today. Going ahead, we are looking at making India a very strong part of that, putting India on the visual effects map and bringing those high-end visual effects right up to India and the Indian artists. And we are very happy to see the Indian landscape grow. The community is growing in a big way, and Prime Focus is being able to train artists and put them on that pedestal. Two years back, we merged our visual effects business with Double Negative, which is one of the best visual effects companies globally, doing very high-end and wonderful visual effects work for Hollywood films. The idea was always to bring that into the country, bring it into India, and have our artists get the exposure and the ability to work on those films. The progress has been great. In the 2 years since our coming together, we've already managed to do a lot of work in India today. We're doing not just the back-end work, but we are very much a part of the actual high-end work. We're getting to build the confidence across the globe. Some of the projects that we are working on, challenges are quite a lot. The artists are getting used to that kind of quality. It's always about raising the bar and breaking that ceiling and working towards a better and a more detailed job. The merger is going very well. We've already had a lot of success in the current shows, plus the future kind of shows that we are bringing in are really high-end. The dream for Prime Focus and for us has always been for us to be able to bring that technology and that experience to the Indian market. Our ability to work across the globe also helps us train artists internationally and in India, and be able to train and bring in that technology for the Indian film industry. Our experience, we've always tried where we learn from the West and apply it to our Indian films. That's how the Indian industry and Indian artists is also raising their game. From the day we started, whether we started in TV or we started in visual effects, I've always built the organization based on young people who like myself, have come in from a background where we didn't know anything. And we've always learned along the way and improved ourselves. So that is what we always believe, that we are there to train people. We want to increase the community. We want to increase the exposure for the Indian artists. So there is enough opportunity in this industry. We are seeing a lot of growth from being just a 4-member organization way back to being a visual effects team of 150. And in 2010, we suddenly went up to almost 2,700. So it's growing in a big way. With visual effects now growing since the last 2 years, there's enough opportunity. But yes, it requires a lot of passion, a lot of interest and drive. It's not easy, but there are enough people over here who've actually seen success in a very short time. It all depends on how you as an artist come up and do it. The association with MAAC goes back ever since maybe we started hiring our freshers, and it's been a wonderful journey with MAAC. And with 24 FPS, what it gives me is an ability to see and see the growth of the artists and the people that are coming out from the training institutes, and see how they are performing. The animation that comes out of MAAC is pretty good. The only thing that I always want to see is with MAAC and 24 FPS paying more attention to visual effects, and that's increased over the last couple of years. So I believe that we will see more interaction and more interest from students and from MAAC on visual effects especially. The 24 FPS is a very good platform for the students to showcase their work, and that helps us also see how much an artist is driven and how much they are focused in, and how much passion is there when they are looking at doing their work.